We had a lot of players that have played in the three games, and I thought our energy levels were not the highest. But when you get yourself into a position of being 2-0 up, you don't expect to concede in the way that we conceded, and this was shown in the three games. What we've had to do is we've put ourselves in positions where you have to score 3 goals to win a game in all 3 of our games, and we continued to make fundamental mistakes. We got ourselves into a lead, whether we deserved that or not. But the fact is that we were in the lead, and to go to this stage of the game is this is why it's an angry changing room. I think you can hear by the motion that's going outside that it's an angry place at the moment. And, unless you are able to see a game through, then it becomes very, very difficult. No, I don't think that's the case. If you're asking me about the results that we've had and the performances that we've had, we have not been good. If you're asking me about myself personally, then as head coach, I've not done well enough in this competition. We have played 3 games, as I've said. We've conceded 2 goals in each of these games, and we haven't put ourselves in a winning position, where we can score goals. So, no, if you're asking me about my performance, I take responsibility for this team. I have a group of players that came here and wanted to do well, wanted to do really well, wanted to compete really well. For the results that we've had in these 3 games, I'm the head coach, and I will always take responsibility.
Next question.
The impact can only be judged by results. So I think what you have to do, and I think as journalists, you will analyse the results from myself as head coach. What I was hoping was that this team that we had, this is the best opportunity that we had coming into this competition, where we had the players for a long enough period to train and to put a formation in place. And this was one that we was hoping that we would grow during this competition, and the fact is that we haven't. So my assessment of my results so far is that they've not been good enough. At this moment, things are very raw. We're at the end of performance has seen us given away 2-0 lead. I'm not thinking about anything else at the moment. There's whatever anybody might think. I'm as angry and frustrated as anybody else. I'm the head coach. This is my responsibility. As regards anything past this moment, then no, I'm not speaking about that. I will speak about the questions you asked me, which are about our performance, about my role, my participation in the role, and I'm prepared to answer all of those questions. But at the moment, that's all I'm thinking of.
Next question.
As regards Richard Ofori, then this is a goalkeeper that in the 3 games that we played has made some important saves. For us. This is a judgment always. This is a judgment always by myself as head coach. I take responsibility. You're picking on one particular individual. This is a team of 11 players. I take responsibility for picking the team. At the moment, things are very raw, and again, I take responsibility. Anything past this moment, then it's not for me to speak about at this moment. It's to speak about my feelings now, what I feel about this result today, this performance today, and anything else is past today. The decision was that we evaluate the players throughout the game, and evaluating the players throughout the game are the players that are looking more fatigued than others, and in our opinion, Joseph Paintsil was one of those that was looking more fatigued than others. So then it's a question of who replaces it. Do you change the shape? And these are decisions that you have to make. So we replaced him because, for me, he was looking fatigued in that first half.